We're going to be talking about side hustle secrets. Side hustle secrets. Step number one is to make more money. As you do that with your job and you do it with a small business. Side hustle. You need to make more money. Now, step number 6 is multiple streams of income. Multiple streams of income. You turn your small business, your small side hustle into a big side hustle. Now it's no longer just a side hustle. Now it's a main hustle. And so we got some wonderful classes to help you do that. But that's all part of number 6 is to make your small business into a big business and start doing more with your real estate. So I got Kurt in the house. Thanks for being with us, Kurt. And we're going to be talking about side hustle secrets. Kurt, if you're there, take it away, buddy.
All right, Success and Money Foundation. We're going to shift gears a little bit and talk about side hustle secrets, achieving success faster and better. As you know, we talk about, Tom Painter talks about all the time, you need to have a side hustle. You need to be solving problems. You need to be growing a business. There's a lot of reasons why. But when you look at millionaire successful people, they have a side business. They have other things they're doing. They have multiple streams of income. They're not just focusing on one thing. For the most part, every once in a while you'll see someone that's so hyper-focused, there's only one thing and it's going to work no matter what. Sometimes it does, but it's good to have a few options there as we work through this and talk about it. So if you look at the side hustle secrets here, we're going to talk about mindset, core competence, influence, presentation skills. Not all those, but every time we get into side hustle secrets, it can be one of those areas. Today we're getting into that core competence. What type of business should you start? Are you an expert someplace? We're going to brainstorm a little bit, try to figure out, a couple of options at least. So take some good notes here. I want you to come up with at least 10 potential things that you could do. It's not set in stone. We're going to sculpt it later, whittle it down, but you need to get some ideas. Well, other people, no, this is you. It doesn't matter what your neighbor does, what your parents do, what your siblings do. This is you. What is best for you when you start a business? So these are some of the secrets to think about. Everyone has a different feeling, a different passion. We're going to go through these. I just want you to open your mind, sit back, have a place to take notes, whether it be your phone, your computer, piece of paper, something. I prefer a piece of paper. There's just something about brainstorming, doodling, writing things out. I know this is the digital age, but studies do show something about just writing it down physically actually increases retention, but it's also something about the creativity. So something I'm going to say is going to trigger something that you may do, something someone else is doing. No right or wrong here. We're just brainstorming. Your goal is to come up with at least 10 potential things you can do as a side hustle. This would be your core competence. What do you do well? What do you want to do? What can you do? What should you do? What can you do better? And of course, as we know, what problem can you solve? So this is episode 1, the best types, different types. Of course, as you know, we're here to learn to earn to give to learn. Tell your family and friends and maybe even enemies about successandmoneyfoundation.org. That's one way to earn income, not only by learning the things you should have learned in school, things that will make a big difference in your life, in your success, in your income, in your future, for your children's all here at successandmoneyfoundation.org. But of course, there's an affiliate program referring your friends. This should be your first side hustle, is learning these skills, learning from the experts, and referring to your friends. I haven't seen anybody get mad like, I can't believe you referred me to this website that pays me to learn skills that'll make a big difference in my life, help me make more money, get out of debt, be more successful, start a business. Hello? And they're going to say, oh, and I can refer my friends to and earn money? Well, yeah, they're going to get upset. Really? So open up your mouth, get on your rooftop. That's one way to get started right now. That should be one of your first side hustles, is learning from the Success and Money Foundation, but also telling your friends about it. It's the easiest sell in the world. I mean, it's all right there. It costs them nothing. They earn money to watch videos, hello, and they get extra income for helping their friends' lives become better. So as we go through these, now's the time to follow your heart. This is for you. Everyone's different here. Not what your neighbor says, or your parents, or your siblings, or society, or their community. What is your heart telling you? So be open. So if an idea pops in your brain, write it down. You don't have time to critique it, analyze it, think it through, do a financial analysis. Just write it down. That's our goal today. Just write it down. Now, why? We're going to go through some of the advantages here, but hey, there's no excuses. You have the training. You have to decide you're going to do this. Deep down, your heart's been telling you to do it. You're not limited to just one, but at least start with one, or maybe two, depending where you're at. And don't get all caught up that you have to be the expert. When I started my journey to learn persuasion and influence and success skills and interview millionaires, I wasn't a millionaire at the time. I didn't know persuasion and influence at the time, and I was going to write a book on persuasion and influence and motivation, and I became the expert. Why? Because I was passionate about it, and I wanted to learn it, so I learned it and became the expert. So as we brainstorm these, it's important. You might be the expert. That might be what you want to do. It might be a hobby. It might be something completely out of the blue that you know nothing about, but it excites you so much, and that's what your heart's telling you to do. I'm okay with that. It might take you a little longer, but hey, if that's a great market, that's what you want to do, that's what your heart's telling you to do. Hey, when Bill Gates started Microsoft, the software, he was not the expert. He found out people that were experts, and he eventually became an expert. So this side hustle, we can call it your home business. Here's some of the advantages here. I mean, the main one, why most people do it, financial independence. You'll make more money. You'll earn what you'll feel you're worth. You're not doing it for somebody else. You have the flexibility, convenience to do an hour a day, a couple hours a week. You can grow as big as you want, or as fast as you want, or as slow as you want. You'll have more job security. You're like, what? No, you have to work for a large company to have job security. Hello, look around. People get fired all the time. There's no job security. You have more job security doing something yourself, building something yourself, being your own boss. But I'll get a bigger tax bracket. Hello, that's a good thing. That means you're making more money. You should wish to be in a bigger tax bracket. Too many people get stuck on that. You actually save taxes by having a home-based business. Yeah, but it might take me 5 years and I'll be 5 years older. Newsflash, in 5 years you'll be 5 years older. Regardless, you might as well have a business behind you by spending a couple hours a day. The next reason we do it is what it makes of you. It makes you a better person. You learn some great skills. You have to have a personal development program. You get confidence. You have to get a sense of accomplishment. I built that. I grew that. There's something about a business that does that for you. Because in business, basically, you're building somebody else's business or you're building your own. You're working for their goals or you're working for your own goals. Now, if you're with a company you really like, it's really growing, maybe you want to be an intrapreneur. Now, of course, an entrepreneur starting your own business, an intrapreneur, a big trend right now is actually starting a side business or business within the business that you're working on now that you can build, that you can grow, that you can call your own, that you can get a percent or a piece of the action from. So you're not taken away from your current business. You're actually helping them build in an area that you're really excited about. Low overhead costs. Man, when I started my first business, it was $20,000 for a phone system. It was another $2,000 to get the internet there. It was another $10,000 for furniture. Then there's the lease. And you fill in the blank. It was just very expensive. Now, everything you need at home. What do you need? A computer, an internet, some data, a piece of paper. There's not a lot of things you need. So there's low overhead cost. So there's reduced expenses. You're not commuting. You have to pay extra utilities. You save on cost. There's tax benefits. Mentions that you can now write off your car, your home, your internet, and other things. I mean, it's different in every country. You got to talk to your tax advisor. You got to do you and figure it out. But bottom line, there's lower overhead costs. Flexible schedule. You have the ability to set your own working hours. If you don't see your kids enough, maybe you want to work more early morning, late at night. If you're working another full-time job, a couple hours here, an hour there. But your schedule, especially if you're doing it full-time, can be very flexible. And now, with technology and this thing you've heard, hopefully the internet, you have access to a global market. You can have an online presence. Now it's just not your neighbors who can purchase from you. It's anybody in the world. You can expand your market beyond your local area. I mean, things like Etsy and eBay and Shopify and Amazon, and I can go on and on. It's so easy to do now. Now, let me define easy. Something you can do. I remember when I first started with the internet, I was actually with Tom Painter at the time. People were like, okay, you need to build some web pages. It was all very new to me, but I just learned how to do it. I'm not an expert, but I figured out, hey, and now I figured it out how to build websites, and now it's much easier than it was back then. Then there's work-life balance. That goes to flexible schedule. You can have more time with your family. They're at home, you're at home. If you need to take 5 minutes and help out with something, or someone needs help with a report, or someone needs to wrestle, you can do that. You're working at home. And you can design your office how you want to, your personal comfort. My office chair is a lazy boy. It's a recliner. It's dangerous. I can fall asleep, but hey, I am comfortable. And so you can decide with that balance. Some of you can still work your full-time job and build this business on the side, but there'll be that day when your side hustle is earning more or just as much as your current job where you can tell your boss, nope, I'm done. I'm going to focus on this full-time. So a little bit here, a little bit there. Remember the saying, do you want to spend a day at the beach or own a piece of the beach? Right? So a little delayed gratification now, you could have a lot more work-life balance. And as you know, you get to leave it for your posterity. It doesn't just go away when you go away. It's something you can leave to your children, your grandchildren, and it keeps growing every year. And when they're taught the principles of wealth, the principles of success, they don't just inherit a business, they understand how it works from the ground floor up. They could be very successful in that business. You can change the lives of all your posterity. Think about Henry Ford. His posterity, they're still in that business, working in that business, something he started a long time ago. Now remember, you're coming up with 10. And right now we're not critiquing them, but eventually as we go through these, we're going to reduce the list, come up with maybe 1, 2, or 3. But think about ease of entry. As you look at your business, is it something that's really easy to do? Like sell mangoes, car repair, sell things on eBay or on Amazon. That's very easy. Starting a computer microchip company might take a little more effort. I'm not telling you which one you should do, but ease of entry can make part of your decision easier. Is it something you're really passionate about, that you really love? Does it excite you? Does it keep you up at night? Are you solving a problem? Remember, that's the key to a great business. The bigger the problem you can solve, the more you can make. Now, is it just a hobby right now that you could turn into a business? Are you already an expert in something? So you're a math teacher, you're an expert in math. Maybe you can tutor, you can have a math camp. There's different things that you can do. Maybe it's something, again, you know nothing about. I've known people that have known nothing about blockchain and cryptocurrency, fascinated by it, knew it was the future. They got on board and now they're experts. So you don't necessarily have to be an expert. It helps. It shortens the curve. Again, if there's something else that you're passionate about, I'm okay with that. And hungry, what I mean by that, are the fish or your prospects hungry? Do you have to go to the ocean to find a fish, or are they all in a barrel in a small lake? Are they hungry? Are they easy to find? That's also something to think about. So here we go. Let's talk about it. Some of these will overlap, but we're just brainstorming. I'm going to say some things, and that's going to trigger some things in your mind, or maybe some of the things I'm going to say you can adapt to use. Some of the things I'm going to say you could actually use right now. Maybe some of the businesses I'm going to talk about, your children can start doing. So we're just brainstorming here. We're just going here. Just let it flow. We're not going to talk about the pros and cons right now. We're going to do that one later, but let's go through some of these. There's freelance services. Can you do writing and editing? Maybe even a translation service. Maybe you can speak a couple of different languages. There's graphic design that maybe you can do, you're good to do. There's automated websites that do it for you, and people just don't want to deal with it. With artificial intelligence, you can be writer, you could be an editor, you could be graphic design. There's a lot of things you can do with artificial intelligence. There's web development and design. Anything you can do with the web, you could be a virtual assistant. You might know a certain part of the web or coding or HTML better than other people. You can provide remote financial assistance. Maybe you can decode a website. I mean, we're just going on and on. Different things that maybe you want to learn and you're already good at are things that you can do to start this business. Another area, and this is where most people go, and this is fine, it just limits the amount of people you're going to talk to. On the internet, you've got the world. This is local, and you have plenty of successful local businesses. It could be a service. It could be building or fixing something. It could be selling something. This is a place where you can purchase products in bulk and resell them. That's also something you can do online, but something maybe you could do locally. You buy 100 mangoes, you can sell more for one at a time. It could be furniture. It could be pest control. You buy 100 gallons and it's going to save you, and you can sell everybody a gallon, or you could apply it. There's a lot of things you can do. An event planning business, a lot of events happening in your area. You can become a personal shopper. You could be a massage therapist. You could be a real estate bird dog, where you find great real estate deals and get an investor involved, and you can split the profits. Interior design, any type of physical product that maybe you could build or fix. Furniture, shelves, doors, windows, roof would be in that category. Maybe you want to be a hairstylist. Maybe you want to do nails and do a manicure. Any type of home repair, maintenance, mowing lawns, cutting trees, even being a local tour guide or a host, any type of home-based beauty services, catering, doggy bed and breakfast, or pet sitting. I know someone, they already have a bunch of dogs, so it's a couple of more. They don't care. They get hundreds of dollars on the weekend for watching other people's dogs. Or even a dog walking business, home bakery, painting, bicycle rentals, bicycle repairs, car washing, detailing, cleaning, any type of home cleaning business. Again, that could be cleaning trash cans, that could be cleaning the house, it could be washing the windows, cleaning the pool, a senior companion service where you're watching someone's elderly mom or dad while they're away, any type of handy person service, home daycare. You can be Airbnb your home, professional photography. Maybe you have a studio in your home, or you're going to their business, to their house, to take pictures, wedding pictures, kid pictures, any kind of pictures. E-commerce. There's drop shipping. That's basically you sell somebody else's product and they ship it for you. Use their affiliate program. Somebody buys from you, they ship it for you. Setting up an Amazon store is easier than ever before, and that's a worldwide presence for selling things on Amazon. Online affiliate marketing, we've talked about, where you're marketing to your friends, where you're marketing to your social media, you're marketing to strangers. You really believe in their product, that's something you can do. We're going to talk about creating your own digital products. Maybe you want to learn about how to debug software, how to develop software, how to create an app. Oh, I don't know anything about that. It's easier than you think. I got a friend that hires people to do software development. They don't care where they went to school. They just want to know that they know their stuff. You know where they learned it? For free on eBay. Just saying. It's out there if you want. An import-export business could be e-commerce. Maybe you want to do a custom t-shirt business. Hats, customized designer. That would be an example of something you could do locally and via e-commerce. Any type of digital marketing services where you can do social media management. I mean, even you don't have to be an expert. Maybe just posting for them. They provide everything. They post it. You do it. Maybe you help them out with some of the marketing. Search engine optimization services. Maybe you're good at that. You'll want to learn to be good at that. A market research business. You're doing research. You're finding out the competition, the next wave. Any type of remote technical services, writing, content, marketing could also be in that arena. Another one is consulting and coaching. So there's business consulting, there's life coaching. You can provide camps and workshops. Hey, anybody can do that. A seminar or workshop. Hey, my daughter, when I think she was 15, needed money. She did Princess Camp. Got the young girls I think they were under 8 in the neighborhood. They did Princess Camp. They watched Disney movies. They dressed up. They did makeup. They played. They loved it, and they paid for it. So what can you do there? Are you a wellness expert? Can you do a personal fitness training? Can you do sports coaching? Are you good at soccer? Great. Soccer camp. If you're not that good, okay. Soccer camp for those under 8 years old. You can teach people about reselling their car or fixing a boat. You can, if you're good at art, you're an art camp, math camp, grammar camp. I don't know if anybody would come to that one, but hey, there's certain music camp. There are things that people want. There's a niche out there that you can do. So you have to weigh these, right? And see which ones you like. Maybe you're into the handmade crafts or products. That's something you can do local, or that's even something you can take online. If you're good at jewelry, wood, if you're good on a lathe, you can lathe bowls or pens, different things like that. You can go to craft fairs for different ideas. There's so many different types of crafts on wood, writing, artwork, oil, water painting. So many things that you can do. NFTs, that's the new digital world. That is electronic art, which is even easier to create for many people. So that might be something to take a look at. Online courses and tutoring. So any type of thing that you want to be good at, can be good at, course creation. Online tutoring, helping people out. LMS stands for Learning Management System, to where you can create now, it's easier than ever, a 8-week, 10-week, 12-week program on how to get a better job, how to write a resume. I mean, go to successandmoneyfoundation.org. You can see a lot of people teaching different areas on real estate or an internet and success skills and mindset, and crypto might be different areas. You know, I have courses on creating the perfect persuasive presentation and being more influential and becoming a leader, how to be more charismatic. Millionaire psychology are all different things that I was not an expert on, but I learned about it, did the research, studied it, talked to the experts, and became an expert, and you can do the same thing. And final one, goes along those lines, any type of content creation. We'll spend more time with this next time. This could be blogging, podcasting, YouTube channel, TikTok, social media, weekly email. There's a lot of things you can do. And again, we'll show you it's easier than ever before. The big one here is having a book publishing, ebooks. Again, easier than it's ever been. And I'm going to take a deeper dive into this next time, because this is someone everyone eventually needs to get into. Might be first, it might be last, but everyone has a book or some type of information inside you that you need to share with the world. So there you have it. What's the homework? All right, you've got a big list, probably bigger than 10 if you really took this seriously. At least narrow it down to 3. All right, go through them, talk about them. Remember, ease of entry, you're passionate about it, something you're really excited about. Are the prospects or the fish easy to find? Are the fish hungry? Is it a problem you're excited to solve, can solve, and want to solve? Is about this. So do your research. Talk to, I hesitate here, your family and friends. If they're going to get good advice, talk to people in that business. Go visit those businesses, visit them on the internet, see what other people are doing. And then, follow your heart, narrow it down to the one that you want to start first. That's simple. That is your homework. So do it, make it happen, hit that target. You can do this. And if you're stuck on, well, it works for other people, not me. No, any one of these you can do. Any one of these you can do better than the people around you. Any one of these you can do bigger than the people around you. Any one of these you can do. You just got to get started. Narrow it down to 3, do your research, follow your heart, and then get that one. And let's spend 30 minutes a day, an hour a day to slowly get it going. We have there are other courses on successandmoneyfoundation.org that can help you out. But do this, make it happen. Tell your family and friends about successandmoneyfoundation.org. Make sure you're taking the courses. Make sure you're part of the affiliate program. So there you have it. Make it happen. Make a difference in your life, your posterity's life. Make a difference in the world. And as we do this, as you know, we're going to go out and make the world a better place.
Thanks, Kurt. And again, the side hustle secrets. The reason we talk about the side hustle secrets is because step number 1 is to make more money. You do that with your job and you do that with your little side hustle. You just have to make more money. The governments of the world can't balance their budgets. So what do? They print more money. They create inflation. We have to find a way to be able to make more money. That's really crucial. As Kurt's talking about the different side hustles, there's all kinds of ways you can make more money. One of the questions you should be asking yourself is, eventually, can I turn this small business into a larger business? Can I get other people to do this for me? Can I work on the business, not in the business. If I'm working in the business, that's like just getting another job. We want to be able to turn this into a large business, which is step number 6, multiple streams of income. We need to take our small businesses and turn them into a big business. And some of those businesses are things that you can do. But again, it's not getting another job. It's managing. It's managing and it's creating a system. And the other one on there, the side hustle, is in multiple streams, is real estate. You guys ought to be looking at real estate. Real estate's easier to buy, flip, and to make a profit on and do it again and again and again and again. So we've got to do both of those to make that all work. So thanks, Kurt. That's the side hustle. You got to make more money because the governments can't balance their budget. So what do? They print more money. They cause inflation. And that's where we get into step 5, which is to save and spend. It costs more money to live because of inflation. We have to make more money. We have to get investments that outperform inflation, that make us more money. That's the key. That's how we get ahead of the game. The 1%, you want to be in the 1%. Now, when you say 1%, if you take your whole neighborhood and you go draw, you look at 30 houses, there's 30 houses in your neighborhood and there's 3 people in each house, for example, or let's say 50 and it's a husband and wife, or 100, then you're going to compare yourself to all the men and the dads in there. Are you in that 1%? Usually you are in the average of the 10 people you hang out with. Net worth wise and income wise, you're right in the middle of the 10 people you hang out with. Go hang out with different people. You want to learn how to play the game and play it differently. You got to go hang out with other people that are making it happen. Because if you're going to be the average of the 10 people you hang out with, you need to go hang out with more successful people. So that's our system for that. Thanks, Kurt. We're going to be right back. We're going to be talking some more about success.